you ever had neighbors that you just didn't like? Yeah, duh, of course you did. Nobody said good neighbors.
I'm just testing my maracas.
I had people in my last apartments that lived directly above us. They sounded like they were running a carpenter shop 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Now imagine there's a zombie invasion going on. Would you try and save those neighbors that you don't like from perishing? Of course not. You let them die right in front of you, sit there and eat some popcorn while you're at it. Because they took your parking spot every single day.
The year is 1993, and two big-budget game companies, LucasArts, known for their Escape from Monkey Island series and their Super Star Wars series, as well as Konami, which needs no introduction when it comes to horror games when we think of Castlevania. I mean, there you go. So they came together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And they made this criminally underrated game called Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Now, before we get into the game, we have to pick a character. We have two options. We have Zeke and we have Julie. You wouldn't know that unless you have the instruction manual, as their names are not displayed on the character select screen. You're welcome, by the way. Also, what is with Zeke? What is his deal? I mean, seriously, Zeke is like the love child of Johnny Bravo and, Rascal.
So, as you may have guessed, your neighborhood is crawling with the non-living, and you have to try and save as many of your crappy neighbors from being devoured from the undead as possible. The neighbor roll call includes a cheerleader, half-naked baby with his parents nowhere to be seen, a fat, bald guy in a rubber raft drinking in the pool, your old bitch of a teacher who's shoving an F-graded paper in your face, and a well-mustached man just grilling burgers in the middle of all this. Oh, and you also have this living Raggedy Ann doll jumping a trampoline.
And, you know, everybody's favorite neighbor, World War I trench soldier. Right? That's the thing, right? No? The game is simple. Save as many neighbors as possible. Any neighbor that gets killed by a monster will subtract from the total amount of savable neighbors from future levels. If you lose all of your lives, or if all of the neighbors in a single stage die, it's game over. But I know what you're thinking. It's a Super Nintendo game. Any sensible Super Nintendo game is going to have a save feature, right? You're wrong! You're wrong. Sorry. Didn't mean to scream that. Anyway, it's a password system. So whenever you finish up a certain amount of levels, you get a password. Write it down so you can pick up where you left off. So before each stage in the game, you have this really awesome title card followed by a level that's based on an actual horror movie. And they range from neighborhoods to pyramids, castles, football fields, malls, factories, beaches, deserts, Frankenstein's laboratory, caves, vampire layers, and giant ant farms and boardwalks. The level designs are awesome, they're well thought out, and fun to play.
This game was released on both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis consoles respectively. Super Nintendo version has better sound quality and graphics, but other than those two distinctions, they're basically the same exact port.
The deeper you dive into this marathonic 16-bit adventure, the more demanding it becomes. You soon start to encounter bizarre enemy types such as mummies, Chucky dolls throwing axes at the back of your head, aliens, chainsaw-wielding psychopaths, giant freaking babies, and a giant Beetlejuice worm. You also have to strategize carefully, keeping an eye on the map, checking where your neighbors are, and what path you will take to avoid having them made into mincemeat, or whatever kind of meat. Human meat? Human casseroles? Certain enemies require certain weaponry to take them down, which forces you to go through some trial and error in order to continue.
Alright, contestant number 1. You have a choice of a chainsaw, shotgun, or a squirt gun to fight off the zombie apocalypse. And you chose the squirt gun.
What?
Oh, Jesus. As you progress through the game, you'll find different weapons that are more effective used to fight off these hordes of enemies. Some weapons are very, very useful, like the cannon, blows through walls, and the treasure chest, which destroys all the enemies on the screen. But then you have some ridiculous ones like popsicles, corn dogs, plates, forks, knives, which are about as effective as eating a steak with a spoon. Listen, I know you're gonna hit me with the whole Casey, it's just a game nonsense, and I shouldn't take this too seriously, but come on. What universe does it make sense that a squirt gun would kill zombies?
Oh, the two-player mode is a spicy meatball. And by a spicy meatball, I mean a spicy pain in my ass. If you enjoy that arcade feel with having a co-op, that's perfectly fine, but let me tell you, do you like getting daisy-chained? Do you like it when one person is on one side of the screen and you can't progress through the level, especially when there's an enemy right on your tail? Yeah, otherwise it's great. So in the music department, I think they went for quality over quantity. I do wish there were more tracks, but the ones that are actually in the game, they're very well recognizable.
The game's environments, visuals, and graphics are bar none. They're just incredible. They're so good that we won't even knock the fact that this game is zero story. Which goes to show that a game doesn't need to have a story to be great.
Hey Casey,
I'm talking to you, Comic Zone.
I think there's a story.
You hear that, Comic Zone? You didn't need to have a story to be
Check
good.
the instruction manual. Casey and I played this game a lot when we were kids, and it's always nice to see a game hold up as well as this one did. It's the kind of memories I have. It's just like chilling.
Now this game has a huge cult following. So much so, back in 2010, a small development team created a new ROM hack with 55 brand new levels and called it, "Oh no! More zombies ate my neighbors." And just recently, somebody created a Doom 2 mod, but used the source code for this game and made it first person. Now that is freaking awesome.
Come in!
Hey, boss man.
Hey!
The man I wanted to see.
Nice to see you there.
Here's
That was that. Thank you very much. Mr. Zeke Ladies Man Bueller.
That is correct. Emphasis on ladies man.
Emphasis on the ladies man. I like it. It says here you'll be able to perform all essential functions if given robot arms.
That is correct. There's no way around it. I need robot arms.
Cool. You are applying for the position of CEO here at Party City. That is my position. So I guess we will see if maybe you'll be interviewing me later. I guess we'll just see. Let's just find out.
Well, I mean, it's no offense to you, but I feel like I deserve that $10.50 an hour that you are getting.
Making the big bucks. Takes an elite gentleman to do so, but I see an esteemed fellow as yourself, being dressed for the occasion, must certainly be capable.
It's just, like, what does it all mean? Like, I don't need to know all this math in the real world. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm 12.
No.
I'm ready to be my own man.
Precisely. So that's what I'm saying, you know? You're preaching to the choir. Let's see.
I know how my personality is. It's a little bit explosive. I mean, people have a hard time working for somebody as young as me.
Okay.
Just how
Enough said. Here, Charles E. Cheese says you were the puke sweeper and president.
All puke was always swept up in a timely manner.
Oh. Well,
And
that
we ran the show that way.
very good. That's a good thing to have around here.
I got that job because I was the general manager at my previous job at Burger Baron.
Burger Baron, of course. Says you were sued for trademark. Let's just skip over that. Let's
Okay,
see.
no, you know what? No. All right, that second-rate clown, Chucky, comes in with this stupid old mascot idea, taking our stuff, and then they sue me for trademarking.
Truly despicable. And is that true that was the mouse from Ratatouille?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
Sorry. I kind of blew off the handle there.
It's fine. Well, Mr. Bueller, I think I have seen all that I have to see. We will never be contacting you again at any point, and the job is yours. Thank you so much. You are now me, and I'm now you. So, here's my application, sir. I would like to apply for the job.
That was terrible. I would never hire a fool like you. Get out of here.
Of course, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
That's about right.